The GameStop rebellion is working. And for those that haven't been following this major story over the past week or so, let me just make it really simple for you. The position that these Wall Street elites are in is that they're being forced to buy extremely high-priced stock from regular people. And then regular people are talking about the sweet, sweet tendies they're getting, the profits off of their investment. And they're doing things like investing in children's hospitals and paying off medical debt, donating video games to kids and things like, children's hospital kids and things like that. That they're doing things to help people. And what we're seeing is this. These big funds like Melvin Capital, they lost 53% in January, hurt by GameStop and other bets. What does that mean? Quite simply, they tried to short GameStop. They took out a huge bet. And effectively what it is, they borrow the stock from somebody, they sell it, hoping to buy it back later at a lower rate and then give it back to the person they borrowed it from. Well, they got to pay back the stocks they borrowed, right? They got to give them back. That means the only way to get them is to buy from the GameStop rebellion retail investors, regular Americans, at jacked up prices. So to put it simply, a regular American is now sitting there with his hand out saying, pay up, buddy, because if you need it, and you do, I got it. So once these all start getting called in, these shorts, these hedge funds are going to suffer. And they're going to suffer greatly. And we're seeing it now in the market. My friends, it's actually getting really scary. The desperation. Did you think that the Wall Street elites and the political establishment would sit back while you rabble demand their money? They won't stand for that. And they'll pull out all the stops. But my friends, the veil has been shattered. Whatever that is, people talk about red pill like the Matrix, like we've all been living in this false reality under this control. The veil shattered. I don't know exactly when, but piece by piece now, the glass is falling down and we're starting to get a glimpse at reality. Maybe it was the internet. Maybe it was the past 10 years. Maybe the powers that be, the establishment elites, the Wall Street elites, the political establishment, haven't been paying attention to what's been happening around them. But right now, there is a coordinated media effort to put out fake news in a desperate attempt to get people to stop buying GameStop, AMC, and other shorted stocks. Right now, Robinhood, this trading app that everybody uses, is restricting the purchase of certain companies. Why? Well, they say it's because a federal regulator came to them and said either give us $3 billion in cash as a security deposit or restrict this stock so people can't buy it. Think about that for a second. A federal regulator intervened to stop people from being able to buy on Robinhood. Why? It's not just about GameStop. It's about AMC. It's about Bed Bath & Beyond. It's about American Airlines. It's about Nokia. A bunch of these big Wall Street investors, they like to play the game where they short and they make money, right? They bet stocks will fail. They make money off it. Well, now because of this massive short squeeze with 6+ million regular people on the Wall Street Bets forum, Wall Street is being forced to give money to regular people. We can't have this. We cannot. We're seeing the market in decline. And what they're saying over on Wall Street Bets is that a bunch of these Wall Street funds are selling their stock in a desperate attempt to cover the short sales. It's complicated stuff, and I'm not a stock guy, so I know there's probably a lot of stock people telling me, in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. The general idea is it's working. It's working. Going after the stocks that were shorted is stripping away value from these massive Wall Street and establishment elites. So they're fighting back. This coordinated media effort is insane. They're trying to claim now that Reddit has decided silver is the real thing to short, or to short squeeze, which makes almost no sense. You see, Citadel is one of the main corporations backing Melvin. Well, I don't want to get into too much of the nitty gritty details because I'm not a stock person, but to put it simply, there's a company called Citadel, which is one of the primary companies getting hurt by the short squeeze. They're also one of the largest holders, according to Wall Street Bets posts, of silver. Now the media is coming out and telling everybody Reddit has decided you should all buy silver, which would make them a ton of money. And then silver price would probably go down after that, probably collapse, and then strip away all the value from those who invested it. It seems like a ridiculous trick, but it's happening. Take a look at this. From NBC News, the price of silver is rallying as online trading movement fuels the rise of shares like GameStop takes a shine to the precious metal. Really? The Redditors are doing this. Here we have CNBC. Silver jumps 11%, the most in 11 years, as Reddit traders try their squeeze play with metal. They are. The Reddit traders are trying their squeeze play with metal. Daily Mail. Reddit traders send silver price to 8-year highs. Precious metal soars 12% as renegade investors pile in to put a squeeze on short sellers. Fake news. It's a lie. I have silver. I have not too much. I have silver. I mean, I think, I've talked about it in the past. I think it's good to have some silver, gold, Bitcoin, stuff like that. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take any advice from me because I don't know. I can't tell you what to do, man. I can tell you how to, work hard, I guess, but I can't tell you about investments because I'll be honest, I'm not particularly good with this stuff. I've lost my decent share of money on certain stocks. I don't really invest a whole lot in it. Reddit traders send silver price to 8-year high. Here's the story from NBC. Silver is the new GameStop, they say. Wow, silver is the new GameStop. We got this from Jim Roberts. He says silver prices jump 11%, and he's putting out the CNBC story. Let's go over to Google. What do we got here? Silver spikes as retail investors swarm. Silver jumps. Silver spikes. Let's see. Silver futures gap. Blah, 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 blah. Silver price. Currently sitting at around $29.41. Oh, it's up, baby. But check this out. Why don't I just go to the actual Wall Street Bets subreddit account where there are 7.8 million people, 433,000 right now on this Monday morning actively engaging in this content. What's the first post? The aggressive media campaign to promote silver worldwide at the same time. It's a trap. There is no silver short squeeze happening. None. Never. SEC intern, please read. False media reports about Reddit traders moving into blank as clear market manipulation. Don't listen to them. They're trying to take the focus away from GameStop. It's a screenshot from The Guardian. Redditors set their sights on silver after GameStop frenzy. Complete lies. Stay away from silver. They're trying to divide us. Don't listen. Look at this. Every single post on Wall Street Bets front page is do not buy silver. It's a trick. Please, my friends, tell me, how is it that the media is pumping out all of these stories claiming that Reddit traders are coming for silver when if you just go to the site where 7.8 million people have already signed up, they are saying do not buy silver. The veil is shattered. The lies are obvious and the desperation is clear. Be it the elections, be it Wall Street, the establishment has lost control and they lost control some time ago. Maybe it was the internet. I don't know. But it's amazing right now, isn't it? How obvious it is. My friends, please share this with your friends and family. No better example of fake news. No better example. Now, when it came to Donald Trump and when they put out fake news, people would be like, yeah, but Trump is bad. And they'd believe it. And Trump had his problems. Don't get me wrong. So it's kind of easy to believe, to be fair. But right now, the media is telling you something that is so obviously not true. They keep saying it over and over again. Redditors are saying buy silver, so go buy silver. Tell your parents, warn your parents, because they're targeting your parents to strip their money away from them. That's the game. You see, what they want right now is the media is creating a fake narrative about everyone pumping up the value of silver. They are hoping that enough people who are short squeezing these hedge funds are driven by greed and will jump ship and chase after whatever makes them money. And you know what? Unfortunately, it works, at least a little bit so far. Dogecoin, silver, people are buying them. I've seen responses from some people saying, well, why not buy Dogecoin? Because Robinhood froze trading. The machine is rigged against you and it is fighting back. Did you think this would be easy? It's very difficult, especially when you have a leaderless movement. All the attempts to derail this power and focus this energy towards empowering someone else. Wall Street is mad. They're furious. Now, I don't believe necessarily that what we're seeing with all of these news outlets is like one person called them up and said, run this story, we're in trouble. What happens is you've got financial reporters and they'll talk to their sources in finance and their sources will say, wow, are you seeing this silver stuff? Wow, all these Redditors are now saying silver. So then these people at these news outlets don't fact check. They report it. They report what they're told. because the people in finance desperately want silver to spike. Citadel, one of the primary companies being negatively impacted by the short squeeze, owns a ton of silver. They will sell it at a high price to cover their losses and make their money back. And the people who are going to buy silver, they're smart. They don't care that you can see. They know the Wall Street Bets community doesn't want silver. And they know that Wall Street Bets knows they're lying in media. It doesn't matter. Your parents. Well, some of you watching are probably, Gen Xers and boomers. Most of the audience here is millennial. But for those that are a little bit older, they're targeting you. Now, not exactly you because you're watching me, so you're getting better information. They're targeting the boomers and the Gen Xers who don't know a whole lot about Reddit and are just going to open up CNBC and see that silver is jumping. And they're hoping these people, without paying attention, will jump on board as well. They're trying to create a silver rush so that people who aren't on Wall Street Bets start pumping money into silver. They'll then sell out at a great position, make a ton of money, billions and billions of dollars. And then when silver crashes, they'll say, see, we warned you this Reddit stuff was going to be bad. We told you it was going to be a huge risk. Aw. That's the name of the game, man. Look at this. Please tell your parents, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the people who aren't actively paying attention to what's going on about this manipulation. I'm not a big Wall Street guy. I'm a fairly anti-establishment guy. I don't like the idea of crony elites manipulating us to control us, to dictate what we can or can't do. It's akin to, it's a centralized economy. I'm not a fan. I like decentralization. But more importantly, I'm an anti-media kind of guy. The media is the primary tool by which they manipulate you with lies. And now, as though it was a gift bestowed upon me, thank you. Thank you, Wall Street. Thank you, NBC. Thank you, all of these outlets putting out this garbage fake news. Bloomberg, oof, thank you so much. Because I've been trying to warn people for a long time how the media manipulates and lies. And most of you know this. It's probably why you watch videos like mine and channels like mine. Okay. But now you have the proof better than ever. You see, this isn't partisan. Nobody likes the Wall Street elites. The 99% is in unison against the 1%. I know it's kind of dumb. To be fair, the 99 to 1% thing, I don't think works either. Because there are a lot of people who are championed, who are the 1%. I mean, Elon Musk had the CEO of Robinhood on this chat app. It's called Clubhouse. And people like Elon Musk. Not a perfect guy. Not everybody likes him. But he's the 0.0111%, 0.00001%. There you go. I mean, Elon Musk is like the second richest guy on the planet, briefly the richest guy on the planet. But then you have a lot of other individuals who are wealthy who are cheering this on. You have a lot of politicians who are wealthy who are cheering it on as well. The reality is the manipulators and the establishment elites who lie, cheat, and steal, and their media cronies are being called out, and that's the real issue right now. Everybody's always trying to make the fight in the culture war about their group versus the other group. It's not that simple. You got libertarian versus authoritarian. You got left versus right. You got 99% versus 1%, blah, blah, blah. I do think that 99% versus 1% doesn't really work all that well because there are a lot of rich leftists who absolutely support the left. So it doesn't work in my opinion. But what we're seeing now, please, I'm going to say it again. Just share this. Show people what the media is telling you and then show them what the people are actually saying. They are telling you that Reddit investors are trying to squeeze silver. But if you actually look at Wall Street Bets, the origin of this major campaign with nearly 8 million people, they're saying no, in no uncertain terms. It's evil stuff, man. I'll show you what's evil. Check this out. Robinhood CEO reveals federal regulator, the NSCC, demanded $3 billion security at 3 a.m. the morning before the company stopped GameStop trades amid Reddit frenzy. They say Elon Musk had Vladimir Tenev on Clubhouse, where Tenev gave an explanation as to why they froze stocks. Man, it's getting harder to explain the whole saga, but put it simply, regular people are throwing their money at stocks, pumping the value, forcing hedge funds to buy at an extremely high rate, giving the money back to the people at an extremely high rate, squeezing them out and stripping their value. Robinhood is how it's done. One day, Robinhood shut down the trading of a bunch of stocks, just the buying, mind you, guaranteeing the stock could only collapse. And we have it right here. Check it out. Elon Musk tweets GameStop and it skyrockets. It was at almost $500 and then Robinhood shut down trading and the price dropped to just over $100. It then went back up a little bit. And then around the time Robinhood lifts some restrictions, it went back up. Robinhood is manipulating the market. They are trying to control the amount of shares people can buy to prevent a rally, which would destroy Wall Street elites and these massive hedge funds. It would be the end of these companies and everyone around them. They wouldn't be able to cover these positions. It would be a domino effect. So a federal regulator stepped in. The NSCC. This is, let me make sure I'm not a stock person, right? Mind you. So let me make sure I'm getting the National Securities Clearing Corporation. They stepped in and demanded Robinhood pay an amount of money that they could not afford. And so they came to an agreement. How about you give us only $700 million, but you can't allow people to buy these stocks? My friends, the regulator rigged the game. If you are someone who is sick of Wall Street stripping the value, if you are angry at the games that these hedge funds play, destroying the economy of the world, mind you, in 2008, destroying your life, your family, their business, you are now seeing the collusion with the government to allow them to do it. That's it. The veil has been shattered. One of the big challenges with getting through to people was that in the past 4 years, the Trump, Democrat versus Republican thing, the left versus right, was hyper partisan. And there are a lot of people in the tribal left who, they don't like Trump. So trying to explain to them the fake news, they don't want to believe it. Okay, fine. A lot of the things they were saying about Trump was true. A lot of it was lies. You try to explain to people the lies, and a lot of people just don't care. And they'll push only the stories that works for them. The problem for the establishment machine now is that nobody likes Wall Street. More importantly, there's 99% versus 1%. The overwhelming majority, to say the least, is not the 1%. It's simple math. I know. You get it. The point I'm making is it's easy to point to this enemy and have everyone agree. Now you see the machine desperately trying to control the situation, lying, manipulating, and then calling on their regulator buddies to shut it down. The game is rigged, and you can see it. They don't want you to have upward mobility. They don't want you to succeed. Now, it's true. There are some people who break through the barrier and make it to that position where they have humble beginnings and then they find upward mobility and they become wealthy. But my friends, even if you're wealthy, you are still not in the club. Donald Trump certainly not in the club. They hate that guy. So money doesn't guarantee whether you're in the club or not. Subservience does. Subservience to their system to protect their resources. It's a big club and you ain't in it. And we can see better than ever now. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I really am. From Reuters, hedge fund body alarmed by retail investor frenzy distortions. Oh no. The rigged game we've all been playing is being broken by people flipping the board. It's the easiest way to describe it. Imagine you're playing a large game of Monopoly and there's 99 people with very little and they're constantly stuck, unable to buy properties, and they're moving around the board, paying up to the 1%, the one person who just keeps taking it all. And then eventually, those 99 people all decide at the exact same time to do something stupid. Do something stupid. I say stupid because it's perceivably dumb for an individual, but concerted effort is power. Here's the way I'll explain it. Imagine you have one person throwing snowballs into a street. It seems kind of dumb. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, I'm trying to block the street. You're like, okay, good luck, dude. I'm mentioning the snowball thing because we have a blizzard and there's snow everywhere now. But imagine 99 people all at the same time threw 99 snowballs at once. All of a sudden, now you got a big pile of snow blocking the road. You see this? So individually, it might seem like you're dumb if you're going to try and buy into GameStop because they're short in the stock and you don't have that much power. But when everyone came together and started just buying up GameStop stock like crazy, it seems crazy. I mean, they even insult each other on Wall Street Bets for using a disparaging term for not being cognitively, for being cognitively deficient. I'll put it that way. But they're doing what they're doing is working because they're doing it together. And that's the other meme they have, apes strong together. The Wall Street system is being distorted. Hedge funds are worried about it. I don't care. I don't. There are a lot of people who are well off who are laughing as it all goes down. There's a lot of personalities that are laughing as it goes down. Let me just put it simply. Why the gist of this segment, because it's wild, man. A regulatory agency tried to stop you. They didn't want you to take the money away from hedge funds. Think about that for 2 seconds. When the hedge funds were bleeding, a federal regulator stepped in. Now, my understanding is the NSCC is a private company of some sort. I looked into it. It's a subsidiary of the DTCC, and I'm assuming it's a private corporation. I don't know, probably like the Fed or whatever. When you started winning, an actual regulator stepped in to make sure you could not. And there it is. When you started winning, they dangled silver in front of the people who weren't paying attention to make sure that they didn't join into the fight. It's propaganda. They will lie, they will cheat, and they will steal, and they will wield the powers of the establishment to make sure you don't win. I can only imagine it's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they ban me outright, because I'm calling it out, saying it like it is. You know, when I was talking, when we were much more in the culture war phase in the Trump era, they find that acceptable. Pitting people left and right against each other is good for them. It keeps the focus off the elites. Occupy Wall Street unified people on the left and right, so they sent in the critical race theorists to destabilize that, sparking off a major battle in the culture war. Ultimately, the critical race theory expansion of the culture war leads to things like Gamergate. Right now, they're going to need to find a way to divide and conquer, but you have left and right kind of unified on this. So don't be surprised if they find a way to try and turn it partisan. Now, they've tried claiming that Wall Street Bets was alt-right. It doesn't work because too many leftists and progressives love what's happening and are cheering it on. It's not going to, it's tough for them. They found a new way. I believe that they're pushing the story on silver and Dogecoin because they're trying to target people who are greedy and not focused. There are a lot of people who are doing, buying GameStop because of greed. It's true. Not all of them. I think the Wall Street Bets people are doing it to short squeeze the hedge funds for the most part. But a lot of people who joined in just want to get rich quick and have no idea what's going on. They're lending their power to this movement, however. Occupy Wall Street 2.0, essentially. They announced Dogecoin is skyrocketing and everyone's going to be rich. So a lot of these people will then pull their stock out of GameStop and put it into Dogecoin, a meaningless crypto that's a joke, hoping to hot potato your way into wealth. Listen, if you make money off Dogecoin, it's because you're taking money from other people. Unless, of course, everyone just holds and the price keeps going up. That's what they're trying to do. Now they're pushing silver in much the same way, but this will bail out the hedge funds in question. The divide and conquer tactic might work. I don't know if the people have the wherewithal to make it through, or if a semi-decentralized movement can withstand this kind of attack from the establishment. But I'll put it this way. The veil has been shattered. We can see now in real time, so perhaps their time has come to an end. They don't know how to regain control, and they're not going to be able to, and maybe they won't be able to, in which case, give it 5 more years, and the establishment will be done. Maybe by 2024, it'll be chaos. We'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 1 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all then.